Hello everyone, I am TST's the Mudman here with another deck spotlight video. As I'm sure you're all aware, there have been some recent upgrades to Ward. Ward 2.0 is officially out, and this deck is designed to capitalize on that new upgraded mechanic. Before we get into the deck and its strategy, let's do a brief overview on what Ward 2.0 is, since it's much more complicated than its Ward 1.0 counterpart, and I'm sure there's at least a handful of viewers who haven't fully grasped it yet. So in the past, Ward 1.0 would block any instance of a god power or spell. Ward 2.0 blocks any instance of any card that says destroy, deal damage, transform, or sleep. So that's spells, god powers, creatures, everything. Ward now blocks a litany of effects, and it is generally just far more powerful. And Magic is a god that has access to lots of Ward creatures as well as lots of spells that give Ward. So let's talk about it. The first card I'd like to talk about that got a big buff from the Ward 2.0 is Flying Carpet. This card was always decent in the past, but now when it has Ward, it can no longer be destroyed by cards like Athenian Archer. It can be destroyed by Vanguard Axewoman, but that's an even trade. So if you go first and you play Flying Carpet on turn 1, it's unlikely that your opponent destroys it, but even if they do, they won't be ahead on board. They're going to have to use their entire turn just getting rid of it and not building their own board. So, worst case scenario, Flying Carpet keeps you even, but usually puts you in the lead on turn 1. Shadow Scryer is another card that got upgraded. It was already a fantastic card, it was in most Magic decks already, and it can no longer be destroyed by 2 Athenian Archers or a combination Axewoman and Athenian Archer. It's just much, much stickier. Now let's talk about Safeguard Incantation. This is a new Divine Order card. Draw a card and give each creature in your hand Ward. You may have noticed we have a lot of Ward creatures in this deck already, and that's why there's only one copy of Safeguard Incantation. But when you can play Safeguard Incantation on turn 1 and then play a Warded Pyramid Warden, it's incredibly strong. Demetrios Playwright is another card that's just excellent to put Ward onto. Since it has Order, it can't be attacked anyway. And Ward makes it so it's very hard to get rid of, which means his spell is going to continuously upgrade, and his spell is completely bonkers. Now let's talk about Palace as well as Oni Spellsword. These are the two big heavy hitters of the deck. Oni Spellsword was already a great card pre-Ward 2.0. Now he is even harder to remove, and he gives Ward to your other creatures every time you play a spell. Spell or creature. So as you play cards, your Oni gets bigger, and he makes your other cards harder to remove. So it's almost like a double snowball effect. The Oni gets big and threatens your opponent's life, and he makes your littler, less frightening creatures harder to remove. Now we have Palace, which is essentially like a value-oriented Oni Spellsword. Palace doesn't deal much damage, but it does generate you a random spell from any god every single turn. Since the spell is from any god, it's nearly impossible for your opponent to play around the spells, and with this new Ward 2.0, Palace is very hard to remove, so it guarantees that you can get usually at least 2 spells off of it, and that's very powerful. We also have cards like Ancient Text, as well as Vow of Learning, in order to bolster the power of these two super strong 3-mana cards. Ancient Text and Vow of Learning can give creatures protected. If a creature has both protected and ward, they become incredibly hard to deal with. It's going to take usually 2 or 3 cards, usually 3 cards to deal with a protected ward creature, and that's a lot of resources for your opponent from your opponent to deal with just one of your things. It's important to remember with Vow of Learning, not only does it give something protected, it also gives something Ward 2.0. It deals 1 damage to whatever you want, or 2 damage to a creature. So it pairs amazingly with Oni and Palace. It's also quite powerful with Street Conjurer to deal 5 damage instead of just 3. All in all, Vow of Learning is just a fantastic card. It gives things protected and ward, which we've already discussed is incredibly powerful, even if it hits a Pyramid Warden, right? Pyramid Warden on turn 2, Vow of Learning on turn 3. Pyramid Warden with protected and ward is oppressive. That card is hard to deal with. Let's see, and at the top end we have 2 Worm Breaths, which best case scenario deals the final blow of damage to your opponent, and worst case scenario destroys a Bronze Gate. All in all, very solid card. Let's talk about the mulligans a bit. This Magic deck has access to what I like to call the Exodia turn 1, which is double Assistant Alchemist into Pyramid Warden on turn 1, giving you a cumulative 610 in stats on your first turn, which is absolutely insane. Now, keep in mind that's a 3-card combo, and your opening hand is 3 cards, so that's not going to happen all the time. But when it does, it is extremely powerful. Let's see, we've also got the Palace's Wand in here, which is a key card for this deck. As you can see, the curve is very low, so you're susceptible to running out of resources. Palace's Wand helps you draw more cards, and as you can see, there's only 6 cards in this entire deck that are not from the Magic domain, which means it's quite easy to bolster up this card's durability and draw lots and lots of cards on it. So ultimately, your strategy with this deck is build a sticky board with all these early game ward creatures, then plop down either your Palace or your Oni Spell Sword, and just snowball out of control and completely destroy your opponent. So now that we've discussed the deck, let's load up some gameplay footage from my last couple of streams. Exodia? Ooh, this is like last game. We won last game, so might as well recreate it. This time there's a Rune of Strength in the Sanctum. Rune of Strength is really good. Golden Sun, thank you for the follow. What's going on, Golden Sun? What the fuck is a heist? Excellent question, my friend. You'll earn channel points just from like existing or following or subbing or blah blah blah. These are the points. I didn't do it right. Exclamation point points. These are your channel points. They mean nothing. Let me take this turn first. I'm sorry. They mean nothing. You can't buy anything with them. All you can do is play games with them like heisting and gambling. Heisting gets a fun little text box to come up that says we all get rowdy and you have a 60% chance to win. Or a 65% chance to win. Then you can use those happy muds you acquired to gamble. And I rolled a 4 because I'm a nerd. But I bet when you do it, you'll get a huge number and everyone will think you're really cool. Oh, J Money's got no points? That's not allowed. J Money 420000. There we go. Also, what's going on, J Money? Saw the update on the deck tracker. Should be really cool. Hair looks good down. Thank you, thank you. So now what do we do? I can do 4 damage. Do you think the move is actually just get an Oni down while I still have a front line? I have 2 Onis. And you're asleep, really. Puzzle box, of course, that's why I have these stupid things. Alright, so next turn we can go with one of these Gladiuses plus a shield, not shield bearer, plus a Shadow Scryer, or an Oni plus a Shadow Scryer. And if you play Oni, you win. That's the move. Total points, that's insanity. It's all about exclamation point points. Oni is Pog. Oni is nuts now. It was always like good and snowbally, but now like Ward 2.0 is hard to get rid of. It gives your other shit Ward 2.0 and it gets big. Card's nuts. So I can finally murder you. You're asleep. Why is everything always asleep? I can murder you with this. That sucks. If I play you... Can you attack? You can attack. So, okay, this is good. I can send this in, and then I can use other stuff, like a Worm Breath, for example, to bring it back at full health. Is there a better way to go about this? Gladius plus Vanguard Axewoman plus God Power does not enough mana for that. If the Gladius hits the Axewoman, then that'd be really convenient, but that's a gamble, so let's just go with the tried and true Worm Breath. Oh shit, the return of 8-Ball, my nemesis. 8-Ball thinks he's such hot shit. I'm so sick and tired of 8-Ball, but I'm never sick and tired of these cool heists. Heist stall. Veteran Hoplite in the heist. What's up, Veteran Hoplite? Wait. Okay, wait, so J Money did a slots, and it was black and white face, baby, black and white face. I don't understand how that's a loss. It's a pattern. I thought patterns won. Got Vesper in the heist, J Money in the heist. Hell yeah. This guy's got a Jason. That's barely even scary. And he uses his last bag. So you don't want to play Rapture Dance, you say. Oh, Ancient Text? That gives him Protected if I want it. So this deals 6 damage. I can do the Protected. I can do a lot of stuff. This is always happening, right? I can guarantee I get back the woman, if I so choose. I didn't plan this turn out. Okay, now I play a 2-drop and 2 1-drops, right? Yes, and it's really good. I want to give you Protected, but this with Protected is also quite juicy. If I give this Protected now, this gets ward every time. Perfect. Now Gladius. And, let's guarantee a creature I want gets the buff. And then last but not least, another ward creature. Ward 2.0, we're here. Nice. Speaking of Jason, Jason's a bitch to get working on Tracker. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Is it even possible to make him work? I don't know shit about how the API goes, but like, I guess Jason has to tell the client which cards he picked. It does work. Damn, that's sick. Oh, that's what you got off the puzzle box? That's not very good, is it? You're not good enough, right? No. So giving this ward is essentially impossible. I have too many relics. Oh wow, way to get the buff. I can give him Frontline to give him more health, so this trade can't. No, that trade never worked. I'd probably give you Frontline. You're probably the Frontline winner. So how greedy are we getting? Like if I play another relic, this deals 9 damage instead of 8, which is like kind of a big deal, right? Because if he deals 9 damage, it puts him to 9. Alright, your time to shine, Rin. Is this a fresh heist? No way, this can't be a fresh heist. It's way too fast. Oh my god, it's a fresh heist. It must be my birthday. Nice, everybody getting in here. There's muds to be had, and think of the camaraderie. Everyone loves a good camaraderie. Oh, the Jason. Right into my tracking bolt? I wouldn't want to be this guy. Yo, RabGU, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Kenny53, what's up? What's up? Oh, you get a big Frontline? Congratulations. Shield Bear? Ever? No. Alright, so all this has to do is go face once. Can we manufacture this to happen? Fuck yes, we can. We shall deal 1 damage to all friends. Die, friends. But what are we gonna do about this pesky Pyramid Warden? And max power Oni. 13 damage. It got ward again. Fantastic. GG. Oh, Moonkey round 3. I won the first one, he won the second one. I'm gonna kick his lay ass this time. I have the OP combo. And Pyramid Warden. Get wrecked. You can't intimidate me with your trinket game, Moonkey. Very clever, Moonkey. Very clever. This is a very cool hand. We gotta make this trade. So we can't get more underbrush boars. That would be upsetting. Next turn, we'll probably just go with Palace, and then Oni Ancient Text, and then Valve Learning. Oh, you're tempting. This has 4 health. That deals 3 damage. I think we're safe. And the Ward 2.0. How's it going to deal with the mystery that is Ward 2.0? Oh my god! Well, you know, sometimes life sucks. Oh, nice. Are we cheapening the Oni or the Ancient Text? Or are we cheapening the Valve Learning? All good options. If I cheapen Valve Learning to 2, I can play them together, but if I want to cheapen Valve Learning to play with Oni, I should just cheapen the Oni. Do you trade? Do you have another boar? Ooh, a very nice trade. Okay. Moderately annoying. If I deal 1 damage to everything, I kill 3 creatures altogether, and he has 1 card in his hand. That sounds pretty appealing. I can play it alongside Oni and give it protected if I want. Can't do that if I want a god power. This protected deal 1 damage. It won't have protected anymore. His creatures will be this and this. Should we just kill him? Is it gonna give me time to pick? This new rope glitch is very stressful. Hey, I had time to do everything. Look at me. That's fine. Alright, can you deal with a 5/5 highborn knight that gets bigger every turn? It's possible. Underbrush board's good enough. Rune of Fire can pop the ward, so like Canopy Barrage, Rune of Fire, other Canopy Barrage for all his mana. Oh, Avatar? This gets ward. This buffs. We kill this. I can like value trade the dude, or I can just go face, because he's forced to trade with my ogre, right? Or Oni. So Oni will deal a cumulative 16 damage and kill an avatar if everything goes according to plan. He's gotta use his face in the avatar, right? Like that's his only option, or else he's dead. Nice. Yep, that seemed to have worked. He has to buy the Rune of Fire, or else he's toast. If he buys the Rune of Fire, it means he's not buying the Wiccan Trapper. So we have to get rid of his relic. Cool. That's really good. That's so good. Oh boy. 3 and 2. Deal 3 damage. Deal 2 damage. Destroy your relic and have a 3/1 with Ward 2.0. That seemed like a good turn. Nice Rune of Fire you got in hand too. That's worthwhile. Yeah, damn indeed, that was a good turn. Alright, he fires back. He takes 4 to his face. And he pops the ward and then plays Rune of Fire to kill it. Okay. Fair, fair. If I get Worm Breath now, I can just ignore him. He took the card shark? I'm not gonna kill that. I have 2 draws to get Worm Breath, and that's lethal. So it's 2 and 17. That's like... They're odds. They're odds. Can't kill me next turn either, so I have like a little while to get Worm Breath. Easy game. Let's draw a card. GG. Hey you! Did you know that subscribing to the TST YouTube channel will increase your win rate by 6.9%? So what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. And while you're at it, equip Scythe of the Harvest and attack the like button directly in the face. Bye-bye!